guys, welcome back again from Tampa Bay. Tonight I am rushing out of here because there is a very rare weather pattern that you can probably see right there. I'm always on the lookout for storm photography opportunities around here. It's so rare simply because of how this area is set up, because we usually have the sea breeze coming right off the water to my right, and it interacts with any kind of storm coming in from the left, so you usually get this huge mishmash of clouds and everything, and you just hardly ever see a clear storm front. Well, I see one. I can see where it's parked. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge to figure out the best spot to shoot it, but I've got a couple locations in mind. Now I'm going to kind of combine this night ride, and after I figure out what I want to do with this lightning, I'm going to go do another cool little bike shot that I've had in my head. Another location I've never been to. I'm doing my usual Google Earth scouting, and it looks promising. I need a pretty cool desolate dark background. I think I found a place relatively close here that will fit the bill. But for the lightning photography, I need that. Plus I need to see the lightning and the sky in the background. And I think I can pull double duty within a half a mile from the one spot I had picked out. There is a fairly new sports complex that was built down on Keystone Road here, or actually off of Keystone Road. And right next to that is some kind of, I don't know if it's a storage facility for liquids, or it looks like a miniature oil refinery storage place. You know, it's got the tanks outside and that kind of stuff, but it's got this really nice open road that just goes around it, around the perimeter, and there's nothing out there. And I should have a clear view of the sky because it's not right up against residential areas. There is field for about a quarter mile on three sides of it. And this storm looks like it's in just the right position where I can get something cool shooting with a really wide angle lens. Now that storm front is parked right about over Tampa. And I may, depending on how it's going when I'm done with all of this, go right down 60 and get some shots of it over the tip of Old Tampa Bay. I think that's in a position to get some really cool shots, but that's going to depend on what it looks like in the next hour. Oh, come on, people. This is not the night to be doing 5 under. Seriously. Gotta be kidding me. Now he's slowing down. Let's do 10 under. Sure. Why not? On the phone. Can't drive straight. But I'm excited. I know these photos are going to come out really well. I did a blog post on my photography page a couple years ago on how to do lightning photography on the cheap. And I mean cheap. No special equipment. You could technically do it with just a camera. I use one tool that makes things very, very simple, and that is a remote shutter release. You can use an iPhone or any other kind of smartphone that has a timer on it, and you can do anything you want. You can step up and get real fancy and use an intervalometer, or you can get really fancy and expensive, and they actually have devices that plug into the camera that detect the lightning strikes. When the lightning bolt strikes anywhere in the vicinity, it sends off a very strong radio signal, and you can pick it up with even some shortwave radios. I believe it's in the very low end of the AM band, but these receivers act as triggers for your camera. So basically it knows exactly when the lightning struck, and it fires your camera, and bing bang boom, you just sit there and you let it get all the cool shots. However, those start at about $100, and it's just not quite worth it to me. If I was in an area where I could very regularly shoot this, like if I was, you know, I don't know, in the mountains of LA, and you know, you had regular storms. I know they don't, but you know what I'm saying. If I had some situation where I could utilize that and create these really cool lightning photos regularly, I would definitely buy one. $100, absolutely. because it does make it a heck of a lot easier than doing it manually. Short version of doing it manually is you use the remote shutter release, which is just a little thing you hold instead of pressing the button on the camera, and you set the camera up to where it's needing a long exposure. You wait until the lightning strikes and then you release the button, and that will end the camera taking the picture, and you usually get something pretty good. Now the problem is, what you have to do is set your exposure for the rest of the sky. So let's say, for example, your correct exposure is 20 seconds. So a 20-second picture will get you a nice dark but still visible sky. What you're doing is hoping that that lightning strike comes near the end of that 20 seconds, and then you can stop the picture and you end up with something really cool. What happens if you get that lightning at the beginning of that 20 seconds? Well, any more lightning during that 20 seconds is going to add to the shot. So you could end up with a really messy frame if there's a lot of lightning going on, or it can just be too bright because there's too much lightning going on. So ideally, you're looking for something that's 10 seconds or so to get you the scene looking good, and that gives you a nice workable window. Usually the lightning strikes are 5, 10, 15 seconds depending on the storm, so it makes it really easy. And you just sit there and you just keep snapping pictures, and eventually you get some really cool ones. It's not hard at all. You do absolutely need to have the camera on a tripod though, and that is the one annoying thing, because the tripod is not really easy to carry like these light stands. I've got 2 light stands because I do want to do some bike photography too, and my tripod on the back here. The light stand's very easy, third of the weight of the tripod and a lot smaller, and they pack up. I just roll them in the towel, bungee cord it to the back, and I'm off. This tripod, I got to be more careful. It has to be very secure in just the right spot, otherwise it will hit the saddlebag here, and if that happens, that saddlebag is going to have a mark even through the towel, because that tripod is heavy. Yeah, got some good action going. I'm going down this road here, maybe a mile. Like I said, never been there yet, so just kind of going off my experience and intuition what it's going to look like. So we'll see. And we're off. Whoops, a little fast. I tell you, this really sneaks up on you. It is just such a smooth ride and so much torque. I don't really look down at the speedo, but it sneaks up on you. Oh man, that was a good one. Alright, now the turnoff road. I've never actually been to the sports complex out here. They did some really annoying construction for a while, and they had a lot of these roads closed. They built in this loop road. Here's one of the ends of it here, and it loops down. Sports complex is at the tip of it, and then it joins back with the road another half mile down or so. And wow, this road is already decimated. Holy cow. This was fresh not too long ago. Lots and lots of patches here. You can tell that they probably didn't estimate right on the traffic. Look at the deers. On all the traffic needed for the sports complex. I'll let you see them here. And they can jump. See you later. Yeah, well, they have signs around for deer and bear and alligators and stuff. They're not kidding. They are not kidding. Turn my brights on. That's much better. Alright, there's a sports complex. I guess I should have looked at the actual freaking road name to where I was going. Oh crap, you gotta be kidding me! I did not see this. Foiled. Okay. Let's see what's right around here then. Fence isn't too great, but let's see what's down this road a bit. It curves, so I'm going to have a better view of that sky. I knew these trees were here, but I think there might be a clearing. I'm not entirely sure. Another option is to go further down this road and just set up on the shoulder, which might be an option. I'm going to buzz down and see it. Luckily, it doesn't look like this storm is moving much, so it bought me some time. I do have one other spot in mind. It's further down 54 though. So I guess what I'll do is I'm going to ride down this road, and that will tell me if I can see any spots. And then, where's my bright switch? Thought it was right there. Nope, that's the windshield. I've never actually turned these brights off in the dark on this bike, and they totally changed the controls since my last one. Nope. What the hell? There it is. Hey! Doop-a-doop. Alright, so I'm going to go down here because this hits... I can't remember the name of the road either, but this hits a road that will take me to 54, and I can easily backtrack. Oh man, I gotta clean my visor. The thing is filthy. I can barely see out of it at night. That would let me backtrack to where I need to go. Yeah, somewhere right around here. This might actually... those stupid lights! Alright, which way are they facing? Hold on. I want to turn my bike to the right here and look over. This is the park I used to go running. I think this will work. I'm going to put my bike... Let me get off real quick. I think this might work. Obviously, I won't have to have any... I will have to not have any cars. I'm putting the bike right here. Those lights won't feed in. Wow, I think that storm front is actually going the other way. That's why it's not moving. Alright, well, this traffic though, I don't think it's going to work. Shoot. No, I'm going to keep looking. It's pretty much an endless stream of cars, so might have to wait an hour just to get a break and then hope for lightning. That's not going to work. So I'll keep going. There is one other spot that comes to mind that might work. And that's not too far up here either. It's one of the side roads. Oh, that's why I can't see. My glasses fog up. It is really, really humid out. That's why that storm's sitting there like that. Got to keep my visor up because the visor itself is fine. I got the pin lock fog system, which works very well. But my eyeglasses still fog up. Now let's see. Trying to think what's going to have a view of that sky though. It's going to depend on the angle of the road. That first one up here isn't going to work because that goes to the right. Let's see. There's a farm. Trying to bend down that road too, and that's just a whole bunch of trees. That won't work. Okay, there's a clearing about 4 miles up along the left, and that might work for the Lightning, but I would have nowhere to put my flash for the bike. I don't know. Alright, I'm just going to keep riding here. When I find a spot, I'll come back. So I'm chasing the storm. Went to the end of Keystone, went up here to 54, and it is definitely hauling ass away from me. So now I'm following it. Should catch up to it fairly soon. Now the good part is, I think there are going to be several locations that are going to be very good for what I want to do in the next 10 miles of this road, because it's not completely built from here to the freeway. See, like right here would be great if there weren't cars. The headlights would spoil it. But I'd just freaking park right here. That would be awesome. So I'm going to keep going down here and find a good spot. I'll find one. I want this one, damn it. I found it. It was right near where I thought I would find a spot. I gotta think of how I want to position this. Where is the Thunderhead? It's pretty much everywhere. Alright. I think I'll do one like this. The windscreen down. I didn't wash the bike. Hopefully it won't show up too much. Alright, let me check my angle here. I think that'll be real nice. I'll have to wheel the other way though. Alright, I'm going to hurry up and set this up. I probably have a good 10 minutes before that starts to dissipate. It is already almost completely gone. It's amazing how fast these storms come through and just dissipate. Alright. Stand by for the outcome. I'll show you pictures at the end. Well, I am now officially having a very bad night. My ball head and quick release somewhere on the road vibrated out of my tripod legs and bounced down the back of my bag, and now I'm out a few $100s in equipment, and I can't mount my camera to the tripod. And I got a scratch on my sticker here. Luckily I have the Real-Time Industry reflective sticker, so it didn't damage the bag. But if I want to fix that little smudge, I'll have to order a new sticker. Oh, but more importantly, now I have to order, and I do have to, right away, like when I get home, because I need it. I have to order a new ball head and quick release. That's just lovely. Okay, so mental note, if anyone's going to carry a tripod on your bike, take the ball head off and put it in your bag. It never occurred to me that that would vibrate out, but it obviously does. Oh, man. Great. Well, on that note, I'm cutting my losses. I can't even do the picture because I need the tripod. Not good. Not good. Crap. I can't even backtrack to try to find it because it's a one-way street and I've gone 20 miles. There's no way I'm going to find it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, well, sorry to end on a downer. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.